Hey everybody, this is Dan for GemmyD on Cars Now. I feel like I'm in the same exact spot that I just reviewed that Lexus IS, but today we're taking a look at a car that I've always wanted to drive, and when I saw it sort of come across into the ether to my eyeballs, I had to give it a shot. So today we're taking a look at a 2013 Subaru WRX Hatchback. Now, they don't make this car in the hatchback anymore. This car was the last generation where they did the hatchback version of the WRX and the STI. So I just wanted to give this car a shot. It's got a 5-speed manual, that symmetrical all-wheel drive that Subarus are known for. So let's take a look at a WRX wagon. Now, I have borrowed this car from below Blue Book Auto Sales. They have an office on Paxton Street in Harrisburg, but I borrowed this one from, it's at the intersection of Rossmoyne and Simpson Ferry Road in Mechanicsburg. I will put their just link in the description below and a website right here and their Instagram. They were very nice to me. I just sort of asked if I could come drive this car and they said yes. So we're taking a look at the WRX. Now, this car has a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder boxer engine. You've got the symmetrical all-wheel drive, 5-speed manual. Now this car is a 2013 and it is on sale for $13,000. This is pretty much a lot of car for 13,000 miles. It has about 136,000 miles, which is not too bad for a Subaru like this. They'll go forever and ever. But let's take a look at the styling. Now, just to talk about the styling here, the WRX. Now, the WRX and the STI always have that signature hood scoop right there. Now, I remember when I was a senior in high school back in 2002, and they first came out with the, we'll say, bug-eyed WRX. This is, I think, the 4th generation. This color is almost like inky blue. It almost looks a little bit purple right there in the lights. But yeah, this is their 5C hatchback. Yeah, you've got the typical WRX little fender flare right there, and I love the mud guards on the side there. That is a typical Subaru trademark. Now, this car has a Cobb exhaust, which sounds pretty good. Now, Subarus are definitely known for their exhaust burble, so this is what the exhaust sounds like right here. Yeah, this is always just these subtle, you know, Japanese little hatchback, but this it has the power and everything kicked up a little bit. Now, a couple years ago, I drove a 2019 WRX STI, the sedan, you know, with the big wing, and I absolutely loved that car. It had the sound, the speed, the style, and it was just so comfortable. And I think that comes from this car too, because just on my drive over here, this car is so comfortable. The comfort sort of adds to the whole experience of, you know, it's fast, it sounds good, but just being comfortable. It's not like a but, you know, it sounded good and it did this and this and this, but it wasn't comfortable. That's just what I liked about the STI so much, is the comfort to go along with everything else. And this car is no exception. Now, I don't know if someone was trying to put 2 different taillights together here when they did this. I know I love the typical look that looks like Maserati taillights with the all red on the outside. But yeah, you've got a nice little subtle spoiler there. I just think this car looks good. It just looks like a little Japanese hatchback, and the WRX DNA shines through. You've got 18-inch wheels that look good there. Obviously, you have the all-wheel drive with the WRX. You know, all Subarus come with the asymmetrical all-wheel drive, or symmetrical all-wheel drive, sorry. But yeah, this just looks good. You can really tell that if you sort of dialed up the pressure a little bit to get the STI, this is just one step a little bit below. But yeah, it looks good with the tinted windows and the deep blue color. Yeah, that's a shot right there. This sunlight looks so good on this car. So yeah, I don't really even know what you would compare this to from 2013, but I think it looks good. It was fun to drive, which we'll go over that in a little bit. But yeah, this is the styling of the WRX. I think they did a pretty good job. All right, so let's just talk about the versatility a little bit. Let's look at the trunk. All right, looking at the trunk now, this is a 13, so we don't really have any button that you press to make it go up. But yeah, this just goes along with the whole package. I mean, that's a pretty big trunk. I mean, I think this would be a good car for me just being in construction if it wasn't so low. You know, you've got the space and the all-wheel drive and the performance and everything, but almost you should take one of these and lift it up. and I could take it to construction sites. But yeah, there's the trunk. Lots of space. I think it'd be pretty good to have, you know, even with the performance, to have a little bit of versatility. So all right, let's check out the engine. All right, so this is the engine here. This is a 2.5 liter Boxer turbo 4-cylinder engine, 265 horsepower, 236 foot-pounds of torque. Now this car will still go 0 to 60 in about 5.5 seconds, about 5.7. So that is some pretty serious speed. So we're gonna try that when we get out on the road. But it's funny, like Subaru doesn't mess around with any like engine covers or anything. Like that Lexus that I just reviewed, that you cannot see anything. So in this car, yeah, you've got the Cobb exhaust, or sorry, Cobb intake there. There's your alternator. There's your intercooler there for your turbo. Yeah, they don't mess around with any engine covers. They figure people are going to be under the hood of these. Now, this Subarus in general and WRXs and STIs, they have such tunability. I mean, you can get some serious power out of these cars, you know, with all-wheel drive setups. You know, you could do turbos and intakes and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, there's lots of Subarus around with 500-600 wheel horsepower. I've seen them at Cars and Coffees. It's just a platform that is very easily modifiable. So yeah, this is a sweetheart of a car. Now Subaru has that typical, you know, engine, and I'm not going to try to explain how it makes that sound because people were all over me in the comment sections of my last video. But yeah, that's the engine there. So all right, let's take a look at the interior. All right, going to the interior of the WRX hatchback. Now, gotta be honest, there ain't much to this interior. You can really tell that this is definitely, you know, a car from my time, a long time ago. We have no nav screen, no backup cameras. We've got a beautiful 5-speed manual right here, and this is a pretty short throat too. It feels super nice in your hand. It just feels good to drive a stick. It's been a while. I think the last stick car I drove was a Mazda Miata, I think it was. That was months and months and months ago. So yeah, Subaru has, obviously I talked about the all-wheel drive, but yeah, you don't have any backup cameras. You don't have much of anything in here. You've got an old school lift up parking brake here. But yeah, you buy this car for the performance and the driving and the style, and I guess the, you know, tuner culture that comes along with this car. But yeah, there's really not much to report up here. You got just a simple screen up here. All right, here, let's start it up just so you can hear the exhaust. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so that's here, just to give you a quick idea. Yep, that is the typical Subaru rumble. But yeah, I'll say it again, there ain't not much to report in here. You know, this car is really, it's from a simpler time, we'll say. That was only 7 years ago, but this car is simple, and people who have this car are gonna get under the hood of it and work on it themselves. They're not gonna take it to any dealer, which is kind of cool because not many people do that much anymore. Honestly, I don't. That's just something that I don't do. But Subarus definitely have a cult following, and I've been a fan of them for a long time now. I said before, but that STI that I drove, I like that the best out of all the hot hatches. I liked it better than the Focus RS, the Golf R, the Civic Type R. There just was something about the comfortable and the overall total package. And you can tell that this car sort of has the same similar DNA. You've got the performance. This is not an STI. You got about 40 less horsepower, but it has the comfort and the style that I would look for in a car. I mean, this car is only $13,000. I mean, that is super cheap. Sure, you got 136,000 miles, but you have lots of smiles. So, all right, let's check out the back seat real quick. All right, just checking out the back seat real quick of the WRX. Now, yeah, again, not much to report back here. You can fit 2 kids back here. No HVAC controls, no nothing. This is, like I said, this is from a simpler time. Now, I do really like these seats. You got sort of a pass-through right here, and they feel super comfortable. These seats feel exactly like my Scion TC. Just a nice simple black seat with some red stitching. But yeah, there's the here's the business, the party end right there, that 5-speed manual. But anyway, all right, let's wrap up this video on the WRX. So this is just a quick walk around here of this. This is a 2013 Subaru WRX hatchback. Now this car has the practicality and the versatility of the hatchback to go along with the typical Subaru DNA, the all-wheel drive and the tuner cult of mods and everything that comes with this car. But I like it. I think has sort of more personality than a similar WRX sedan, and I wish that the current Subaru Impreza offered a hatchback version of the WRX and the STI. I don't really understand why they don't. Subaru now makes the Crosstrek, which is nothing like this car. That's just for transportation. This is the more, you know, sportier version. But yeah, I really dig this car. I think this could be a cool car for someone who's watching this. So if you're watching this, you can buy this car from below Blue Book Auto Sales in Mechanicsburg, PA, and in Harrisburg. I will put their link here. Once again, thank you for the access to this car. So now we're gonna get this thing out on the road. So leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think about the WRX hatchback. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, where you can see the cars that I drive before they get posted to YouTube. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. See ya. Can you just not? Just maybe stop for a little bit? Maybe? No? Okay.